Hi, I'm Aljon with Epiphone, and this is the Inspired by Gibson Les Paul Special. This guitar has been around since the 50s, and we've got a really awesome, affordable version that makes all kinds of noise with these P-90 pickups. Let's check it out. Right off the bat, we've got this Inspired by Gibson Kalamazoo era headstock. Once again, going back to the days when Epiphone and Gibson were being made under the same factory in Kalamazoo, Michigan. It's got the Inspired by Gibson font with the Epiphone logo. We also have these vintage style deluxe tuners with vintage tuning keys, and they're aged just ever so slightly. So they're not all the way white. They've got a little bit of age to them, but they feel very smooth and very authentic, very much like the original Gibson counterpart. A Graphtec nut for tuning stability, and this neck. Let me tell you about this neck. This neck is very much a beefy, fat, early 50s neck. And so it's got a little bit more on the cheeks. It does feel nice and hefty in the hand, and it does add to that tone of the Les Paul Special. So very cool there. The neck's got an Indian Laurel fretboard, and it is a set neck. It's not a bolt-on neck. So it's glued into this body here, also made of mahogany. So it's got a nice, warm, punchy sound. 22 frets and 2 P-90 Pro pickups with a 3-way toggle switch. These P-90 Pros are modeled after the Gibson counterpart P-90 pickup. It is a classic, very fat, single coil sound. So what you're gonna find here is that very same sound in a really no-frills package. And along with that, you've got CTS potentiometers for volume and tone. Very smooth, responsive tone and volume controls, so you can get all kinds of different mellow tones, a little bit more brightness if you want. You can dial it in, and it's very nice and smooth. Last but not least is the Epiphone lightning bar tailpiece, where the strings wrap around the top of the bridge. And here you see the compensated saddles. So while you can't intonate the individual strings, you can actually get it into position and better intonated with the set screws here at the very end. So you can kind of push it in and out as you need to, just to get that intonation dialed in as good as you can. But once again, that's the classic part of these Les Paul Specials and Les Paul Juniors. This particular guitar comes in a TV yellow finish. And the beauty about TV yellow is when recording TV shows way back in the 50s, you had TVs that were monochrome, black and white, and guitars would show up really weird if it was a different color. So TV yellow was actually made to have guitars look presentable on black and white televisions. This yellow was made a certain way, and it didn't blind the cameras out. So the TV yellow is a really classic color. Let's check out some of these P-90 Pro pickups in the neck position, shall we? You're gonna find that the P-90 Pro in the neck position is gonna give you still very articulate tone, but a little bit warm as well. Let's check out these P-90 Pros in the middle position together. Let's try that P-90 Pro in the bridge position. You're gonna hear it really brighten up. And that was a Les Paul Special inspired by Gibson. For more details on this guitar, check it all out in the app.